Welcome everyone, and thank you for joining me here as traders stay late, and so do I as we come through with you guys here at the end. Thank you so much for sticking with the stream and joining us here for the market recap show. What a crazy day. We had an up and down day for sure as we started pretty red there in the markets. Finished off pretty good there as the triple Qs wound up holding that bid up just 0.4% here into the close. The SPY as well, just red on the day as XLE, energy downside, silver downside, USO downside. But what did hold up today was SMH. Wow, what a crazy move. Almost broke that 140. We've been talking days and days and days about this little level right there of 140. It came in and held like a champ today, ending the day up 0.4%. I did want to give a big shout out. Where is everybody that's part of this chat, man? Oh, actually, the chat is not on this page. Oh, no, how am I going to find it? I need to zoom it out here and find that chat and bust it out for you because traders are staying late. Let me pop this thing out. There it is. What's up to everybody that's right here right now? Let's do a quick little roll call. Just making sure who's here. And first of all, let's just put, thank you so much, Tom's Trades. We had a monster day today. I think we were right on 2 names. Let's put a spin 20. That's my daughter's number. Let's do that. Hey, yo, Ponzi Fonzie. What's up, Hertz Scrambler? Jalen Hurts. What a nice game that yesterday. What's up to Juan Padilla? What's up to Rich Naples coming through as well? Anybody want to come visit us here in lovely Toronto, Ontario, Canada? We right here, baby. Let's go. Vin is here. Everybody is here. Welcome to the Market Recap Show as traders are staying late, and we're going to do all these things on the side there. But I got 2 hockey games to attend. My wife's taking the daughter to one. I got the son at another. Then we go. So let's get ready to rock and roll here one more time into tonight. It's going to be a good one. We'll keep the chat over here. The important thing today is, come over to my screen, Ramin here. What we're going to do is look at what is topic number 4. Bears versus Bulls. I task you, Bears versus Bulls. Find the 3 best questions that you can find there on the chat, and I will take those. Number 4 is viewer cues. So we're going to talk about that coming up right now. What's up with that? Charlotte is in the building. What's up, Charlotte? Baron Davis, there he is right now. Baron Davis, you had a good career there, but you had a good one in Golden State as well. So shout out to B. Diddy there, Baron Davis, one of the original OGs for the Golden State Warriors with Latrell Sprewell. Hopefully you guys know what that means right there. Latrell Sprewell is a good player, but watch out for PJ Carlesimo right there if you run into that guy. Shout out to the Golden State Warriors. Oh, did you see that? There was a funny picture taken of Wembanyama and Chris Paul, where it was one of their introduction pictures. Obviously, they're on 2 different teams, but Chris Paul was up on his toes there as that Wembanyama. I'm very, very excited for this year. I will be at the Raptors home opener in a couple of days. Thank you to Gillette for that. And, clean shaved here. We got that. We're team styled, by the way, whatever that means. Okay, so let's go over some sectors real quick, man. FXI, nicely up today. I want to give a big shout out to Sharif, Adara, everybody that's part of our team here as well. As right now here today, just looking at a few things, FXI, nice move to the upside there today. This is a daily chart for FXI, just bouncing off that $25. We'll see. Not really much happening over there in China. We did have some weak news about Apple today. Apple, though, today winds up positive. Wow, really holding on to that 170. Look at that 200 period. I don't know if Apple's a stock I want to buy off the 200. I really want to try to avoid some names that do have some Chinese exposure and some risks there. So to me, that's a little bit risky there coming through for China. So we'll watch out for FXI. UNG, you know what, really, as I look at the board today, like a 0.4% move in UNG, it's not that much right now. So that's not going through too much there, 0.5%. SMH, nice move. XHB, the home builders, maybe we can zoom out a little bit. The home builders trying to bounce off 75. Not as fast as Ramin on that, Fabian. Right there, 75. There it is, coming through again, right there. So, okay. Where's XLF? There it is right now. So the XLF today with financials. Again, another red day for some of the big boys. The most disturbing, not most disturbing, shouldn't say that, but a dramatic move that would be cause of concern. I think that's the word, concerning for me, would be right here. We're trying to dip down below. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 red days in the ETF and screaming back in. That's not a good sign. You know what it's being led by? We've talked, it's not JP Morgan. I want to talk about one of the ones that is trying to hold up right now into 140. JP JP Morgan just now at its 200 period. You may want to rethink some of your financial positions right now in the financials. JP Morgan, and this was the other one, Morgan Stanley. Wow, what a dramatic move. No earnings today. I don't know why it shows that right here, but earnings last week for JP. And the minute we missed that $80 mark, it's just been destructed here, down another 2%. 1, 2, 3, 4 straight down days for this. Is BAC below 25 yet? Not yet, but getting into it right here. 25 and change for BAC. Again, we heard that news this morning from, it was Ackman, wasn't it? Was it Ackman? Yeah, covering the bond short right now. So if you're going to go over and look at something like TLT, look at their dramatic move to the downside here in the 20-year treasuries bond fund. So it's a nice move back up today, 1.31%. Look at this move. I think it was around 10 o'clock or oh, maybe even earlier, 9:45, boom to the upside. We can check it out. Me to search. I am following Bill Ackman. The thing is, I got to be careful because he's a little political about what's been happening out east. So I got to, I don't want to go through this because honestly, here it is right here. So it's Bill Ackman. Again, we have covered the bond, our bond short. So again, there's too much risk in the world to remain short bonds at current long-term rates. The economy is slowing faster. This is key, the economy. So guys, the economy is slowing faster than recent data suggests. I believe he's talking about retail sales and some of those other numbers with more jobs, better retail sales. Honestly, man, I don't see it out there. I think it was, what were we in? We were in Farm Boy yesterday. Again, was pretty busy, but I'm feeling like it was a little less than normal. That's just a higher end grocery store, like a Whole Foods. We still have Whole Foods here. I felt like that was a little light. My wife was in Costco. I felt that was a little light. 10-year Treasury falls. Yeah, I get it. So some nice moves down there. Brendan's messaging me or showing some visuals to me right now. But anyways, TLT, nice move to the upside right now. I actually want to talk about the XLU. So XLI is the industrials. They've really been hit as well. If we're going to go over to the daily chart for industrials, we have big names like Caterpillar and all that. Hold on a second. Let's go over to the daily chart. I just forgot that we actually have earnings out right now. CLF, so there's CLF. Let's check out what CLF is doing here in after hours. We can pull up our Benzinga Pro right now. So let's just check it out quickly. So here's CLF. Let's look at it daily. That bottom of 14 needs to hold, man. Needs to hold a lot. Down here is the 1 minute chart. Up to 15. That's interesting that's the stop spot. I feel like you're in between 14 and 16. Would 15 be interesting? No, that's the 50 period. But look where it stops right here. Up to 15, back into 1450. Let's see what. Get ready. Oh, he misses the water there by Fabian. Okay, so CLF, here it is right here. EPS, 52 cents. Sales, 561, beats 558. What were they expecting, though? Increase of 29 last year. They get 52 this year. That's looking like a good number for CLF. I don't have what the expected was here, though. Oh, estimate of 44. So there it is. So 52 versus 44, a beat on the top and the bottom. They beat on earnings per share, and it looks like they're going to beat on revenue as well. 561 versus 558. So it looks like a bang-up report coming through for CLF right there. And just to shout out, we do have the test drive coming up very soon for Trade ideas. You can also get 20% off. It's only $11. Test it out. I can't remember. Is it a week? It's a week and a bit. Test it out. Coming through. I have this built for me by Michael Noss. Redfin, again, looks like they're going to come out with a beat. This is going to show me all the pre-market or post-market in this example, post-market losers and post-market gainers. So anything that's moving a little outside of the range will pop into here right now. So I'm only seeing Redfin right now, and I don't know, what is TBI coming out? So that's a miss there. True Blue missing, it looks like, on their third quarter results as well. An American company, True Blue, missing. Quickly on CLF, just to see where that number is going out. Came out. We got the double beat up to 15, which again is the daily 50-period moving average, that came out, and now back in. So remember, guys, get your questions all set up and ready to go. It's coming up right now. Here, go to the next topic. We're talking about earnings right now, and I do want to talk about my first trade in the SPY in a while. That's going to be your trade of the day coming up next. But, again, I don't know if you can find the Warren Buffett thing just for fun over there, but we do have earnings coming on Coca-Cola. There he is. That was pretty quick, man. This guy's pretty quick over there. Thanks, Fabian. Coming tomorrow on the pre-market, EPS of just 78 cents. The short float non-existent. We're not worried about anything as far as Coke is concerned, except for those GLP-1. We saw Eli Lilly, Novo Nordisk come out. Apparently they have these drugs, not apparently, they do, have these drugs that suppress appetite and suppress alcohol. They suppress cravings, I guess is what you're looking at now. I don't think it's going to, I mean, are people going to stop drinking? We call it, I mean, so we call, what do we call it, pop here, or like Coke? I don't think so. I was going to say, I think the U.S. calling it soda. Cola, maybe? I don't know. Anyways, Coca-Cola, let's come back over to the screen right now. We saw a nice bump on Pepsi earnings. So if Pepsi is anything, well, okay, it came right back. I called that up, and it's just like, psh, psh, psh. Where's that slap face there? It's back down to the bottom again for Pepsi, but it did have a nice move back up. So there's that bottom of 150. That didn't have earnings right here. We got to Trade Ideas got to get on that one. But there it is, 156 with a nice move back up to 165. So they did have a nice move. Pepsi came with good earnings, but slapped back down on the market move back in as well. So I am a little bit nervous about Coca-Cola. Yeah, Travolta's like, huh? What's going on? That was my last Halloween costume. I still got to find a better picture. Shout out to my wife. I'm going to find that getting going here. I don't know what's going on for Halloween this year. We did have sort of a plan of action, then my partner went rogue there. Yeah. All right, so $55 coming on Coke. We'll have to watch out for that one. I feel like it's a good buy down here. Nice little drop in. And if you're going to go to something a little bit longer, let's go to a monthly on Coca-Cola. Look at this. Dropping how many times? These are monthly, guys. Back to 2021, back here, $50. Even if you go a little bit lower than that, some of these crazy spikes, we know what happened in 2020. The whole world shut down, and Coca-Cola still bounced off $44. I like this move back in. I feel like I like Pepsi a little bit better, but Coca-Cola coming in as well. GE's been a nice one. That's reporting tomorrow. So GE, they did have that spinoff of GEHC, but again, look at the monthly for GE. Maybe topping out here at 114. I don't think we have to go back that far for this. Let's just go back to a daily. Again, that's why I want to talk about the industrials. General Electric pulling back. We've seen some trouble with Boeing, SPR. That's not going to be the same as GE, although GE does have an aerospace department as well. Maybe we'll hear about some weakness, but bouncing off the 50, move back in here for GE. GE performing well on the year for sure. That little bottom of 66, huge move up to 120. Was 100% on GE this year, making a move back in right now. GEHC, I don't believe they're going to report on the 31st. It's funny how they split off. Here's their healthcare unit as well, making a nice move back there in the summer, now coming back in at the bottom for GEHC. I do like both of those names. And the other one in the healthcare space, Danaher, we've talked about these guys as well, coming back in. Nice little market cap of, big market cap, 150 billion. Nice move, but look at this. Whap, down to the downside there. What happened to Danaher? I feel like they split something off there as well, and we had talked about that, but a nice gap from September 28th pulling back. So I'll have to find out what that is. Let me know in the chat. I must be missing something, either a special dividend, because I don't remember that gap back into 220, but Danaher also pretty sick with it right now coming back in. I know Neil is in this name. He talks about it all the time. Danaher back down to $2 so we'll find out about that. What was that there in the chat? Someone says just say flavored soda. That's the trend. Oh, well, we do have, come on, what's up with all that? We do have all those, Vizzies and that sort of seltzer drinks right now coming in. White Claws. Yeah, White Claws, some sort of thing of the past right now, but they did do a spinoff, didn't they? Okay, so there it is. Danaher did maybe do a spinoff there. No, I know about the GEHC spinoff. I was talking about DHR coming through. So anyways, out of all of these names, the ones that I'm most excited for, honestly, I think GE could be good. I think we could have a nice little bounce off. That's still Danaher. I think we could have a nice bounce on GE here off $100 if we can get down to there. That would have to be 6%, and then look for that. Remember Oracle the other day? We had a nice pullback, and we were like, what's going on with Oracle. Should have bought a little of that more. We should have bought some more of it. We've been buying it. We bought it one time down here around 106, 107. Then they had a failed sort of demonstration of some AI. I wish I would have known about that. Came in there on Friday with a nice move down in for that. So bouncing off that $100 mark, I really, really like that. And then you guys want an opinion on Microsoft and Google? They're the big ones coming this week. Honestly, Microsoft, the chart looks really good, man. It's holding above the 50-period moving average. I really like what Microsoft's going to eventually talk about. Their OpenAI, so their investment into OpenAI, which started at $10 billion, ballooned huge. Now the OpenAI valuation is somewhere near $90 billion. So the percentage stake that they took alone in that has added more than $300 billion to the market cap of Microsoft. So $10 billion adding 300, which is absolutely amazing. People thought the other name, Google, was dead in the water when Microsoft came with this product, but no, Microsoft's coming back with Bard, Google's come back with Bard with a vengeance as well. And you can check out Google and what they're going to be doing with their report. Both these names right now, nice upside move, been absolutely monstrous all year. I think both up nearly 50% or even more than that from the beginning of the year. But still, will we be able to hold it? The key thing for me, I don't know if it's going to be just the net numbers. We do know Google's going to have obviously a big advertising number that they're going to have to display that Microsoft's not too worried about. What about Azure? What about the cloud? Where is cloud spending? Oracle got hit. I mean, this was Oracle's move on earnings, right? Right down to the downside here from, this is Oracle daily chart? No, this is the Oracle earnings right here. 130 all the way back into 108 on some weak cloud revenues there. They also took a hit on one of their recent healthcare purchases as well. So Oracle coming back in. What is Amazon? Are we nervous about Amazon a little bit? I thought we had a strong retail number. This is what we're talking about with Bill Ackman. Amazon, I typed in AWS. That's hilarious. Look, come over to my screen. You showed, okay, so I was talking about AWS, but what we need to do is look at Amazon. If retail's really strong, then what's the worry, right? I feel like we are getting a little bit sort of top heavy. There can only be so many players in the cloud, and at some point it's going to run cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. Can they withstand some of that pressure being applied, in my opinion, by this cloud? So we've seen Alibaba come through with some numbers as well. Not the greatest. Let's see if we can hold out for it here. Amazon coming on the 26th. This is murderer's row this week as far as this is coming through. You have Google, Amazon, Microsoft. Wait a second, is Meta this week or next week? Wow, so that's coming as well. Glug, glug, glug. Where is the strength in this market going to come from? Meta, interesting because of ad revenues. Look at Meta, still above the 50 period. I just worry. People ask me what my opinion on the week is here for NASDAQ. Honestly, the Qs today scared everybody because if you took down that 350, you were down pretty badly earlier on today. If we just sort of zoom this back out, this is what we look like on the day for the NASDAQ. We need a 10-minute chart here. Look at that nice move back in on the end of the day. But this looked pretty bad. We got down to 350 almost flat there, 351 and change before we bounced all the way back up almost $8 on the triple Qs, only to be ending at VWAP right now. Dangerous. We'll see what happens tomorrow as we get a couple big reports coming in as we sort of just highlighted there for you. So, all right, now. No, Bitcoin today, I saw it. Power move right now? I can't, unfortunately, BITO, we're getting a little bit of a move there. We talked about that in crypto. I'm going to go find a chart for crypto and get that going. I'm just looking at Yahoo BTC charts. That's what I was looking at recently. Unfortunately, we don't have that exactly available here for us on, we got to go to a one-day chart here and compare this. Oh yeah, nice little move, 31 and change, starting to go right now, upside 8:17 p.m. That's not right now, but that's a nice move right here, starting to pump. Yeah, good move. Yeah, at different times I got it. Nice move up right now, 31.5, taking some levels out. So yes, there goes Bitcoin. Thanks, Fabian, for that one. Nice little move upside right here. And I've sort of talked about this with Bitcoin, and that is that, hey, what goes up must come down. But Bitcoin held 15,000. If you're going to come here and look at a daily chart, oh, this is already a daily chart. So let's see, how can I zoom back out here? Again, these are 6 month, 3 month. Let's go to a All right, it doesn't matter. It's going to, we got to go to a yearly, right? To see this 15,000. Yeah, wow, even all the way back in. But you're going to go back into this time last year, and you're going to see 16, 15 coming through. I got to set these charts up again. I want to go to their special charts so you can see everything. But nice move down there, 16,000, taking it out. And again, is Grayscale going to get that approval for GBTC or not? Now you can see some of these ETFs. We saw the fake move last week where it came down, went all the way back up, and they're like, no, fake report from Cointelegraph, came back in. But what about when it does get approval? We've already seen Bitcoin react. I like Bitcoin here off 30,000. I think you want to stay long on this name, so thank you to Fabian for that one. But let's go over to our next topic, and it's going to be a bang one. It is basically, let's go with Stock Blitz. All right, you guys have wanted me to trade a little bit of SPY, right? And so again, I don't trade the futures because I'm just too used to the way that this level 2 looks. I have all my keys set up. I have all the hotkeys set up to trade stock, not futures. Doesn't mean we can't just flip over and do that. But we saw a nice move upside there today for the SPY. Now it's going to show, forget about the what it's showing right here. Nice upside move. And what we basically let it do was go all the way back up and then finally base out. So we had that top there at 423 that was given to us at 1139. Then we faded back and took the 50 period, didn't make it quite back into VWAP. And then we went short again right down there. Maybe let's zoom in just a little bit to discuss what we did. We took it off of that short. So when it came back in, and you're gonna hear me talk about it, especially when I'm live, this was during lunchtime, so you're gonna hear me say, quick scalp, quick scalp. So we've got some shorts in here, 423, a little bit better than that, back in, getting some out for 25 cents, came back in, took that level again. Now, because we only got 25 cents, we're giving this a little bit more room, but then we're able to cover this back in when it once again hit back to the downside, then started taking out some levels. We were pretty light at this point. Then we just let it come all the way back up. And if I had a 15-minute chart, it actually came back into some of the levels that we closed at from Friday. So you could see right here, 323.50, some of these levels, and then we zoomed back out and saw this 325 level. So when the SPY came back into 325, I was like, this is worth the short, man. I've been trying to stay short all day on this market, so we did have to hold this a little bit against us. But when we utilized this 324.50 area, that was a good short for us. So we basically held this about 50 cents against us, and then we just started to print all the way down. We took some out back there at 422, 423. So again, that's about a buck, a little bit more than that. Take a little piece out when it takes to 200, only to watch the spiders fall into the close. But again, just trading it off of past days support levels. So if we zoom this back out, there it is right here. That's 424.75. That was going to be our outs. So off the 424.50, about 25 cents worth of risk there, brought it back into the end of the day. And I just wanted to say that it wasn't a perfect trade, but it wound up putting money in our pocket, and we should have waited for this collapse here at the end of the day. You can see volume really started picking up into power hour there at 3 o'clock. So that's a stock puts. It's your trade of the day, and trust me when I tell you, was a good one. I just have to get more comfortable understanding the kind of moves that can come in on the SPY. Okay, Bears versus Bulls, it's on you, my guy. So we're going to go over there to next topic and quickly just shout out everybody that's here. Thank you so much for all these questions right now. So now I can just tell you what we have. You know what I can do? Here. Let me post this here in the chat, and I'm just going to tell you which questions I'm going through because don't want to, you know, me and Bears vs. Bulls, we have our personal sort of emails going back and forth right here. So from Kevin82, Kevy82, how do I like Intel in my long term? So I have some of this in the long-term account. Let me just call up trade ideas and we could talk about that real quickly. So again, Intel with a little bit of a small dividend. They used to have a bigger one, which I really did like. They cut that. That was initially the only reason for me to own this stock. Do I like it in the long term? Okay, the thing is that where's the PE on here? PE. Short float. Why don't I have Intel's PE on here? INTC PE. I got to get it from FinViz, I guess. FinViz. So I'm always trying to look at things through the light of through the light of PEs and how it is compared to its peers, right? Now the only thing about Intel right here, here we go. We have it on FinViz right now. Its income, obviously they lost there. You could see right here, it's up 28% year to date. So that's been pretty good. Where is its PE? Why can't I see it here? It's going to be right in front of my face, which is why I can't stand this, that I can't find it. Price, do you see it on here anywhere? P, there it is, forward PE. So right there, 19.48, relatively cheap there on a forward PE. Because they lost money last quarter, we're not going to have a current price to income, price to earnings ratio on that one. So let's just look at the stock and talk about it real quick. You have the 200 period moving average right down here. Now for me, I don't think PCs are dead. The only problem is we got a nasty headline today that came through that NVIDIA is going to be trying to fight those guys here today. So if you check the news, we did have a story come out, report of NVIDIA developing right here. Let me just find out what this story was exactly coming through. So down 3%, ARM-based CPU. So not coming good, man. That's not going to be good for that story. So for me, today, I'm going to slap, unfortunately, David, or Davey, a fail on Intel in your long-term portfolio. Look, rock with the best. Why step away from NVIDIA? So that would be my thing. I think you want to stay with the best. NVIDIA is that. And if you like Intel, just buy SMH, man. I like this level here at 140 if it's going to hold. Shaking my head at Intel, but nodding my head at SMH. So thank you so much for that. I would say get into the better names. That's all. Hey, why not get into ARM then? You know, I mean, I think there's some value there, but we got to wait for that next report to come through as well. I got to hurry up because I got to get going today. So, all right, what's the next one? All right, here we go. I'm just going to trust you, Bears versus Bulls. I have not pre-read any of these. So okay, here we go. Cutting and pasting it from Bears versus Bulls. This is from Rob R. Shout out to Rob R. He says, what % daily portfolio gain does me consider a good day? 2%, 5%, 10%, 20%. Unfortunately, fail on that question. It's a good question. I don't look at it like that. We trade here on a prop floor, so I honestly have, my account has some M's in it, not my money, their money. So I work for Day Trade the World. It's a prop floor, so I don't look at percentage gains on a daily basis. Me and Neil have argued, not argued, but talked about this a little bit, back and forth about what you need to look at for a daily goal. And for me, I think it's responsible to have a daily goal in mind. I think what you basically want to do is take whatever your expenses are on the month. I'm not talking about like what you want to buy. I'm talking about your expenses. What are your bare bones there? Which is why I don't recommend day trading for anybody, to be honest with you. And I can talk about that on another show. It's so hard to become a successful day trader. It's what the top 2% can do it. It's very, very tough. I've seen a lot of traders come through this office and then leave those same doors they come in 3 to 6 months later. It's a very, very tough job. Only a few can survive. But I would say you take your bare expenses and you just go food, shelter, honestly, a little bit of transportation. If you have kids, risky business being in here, but whatever your minimum expenses are, that should be your daily goal, right? So divide that, divide it by 20. If you need $1,000 a month, your daily goal should honestly be 50 bucks. Just divide it by 20, that's your daily goal, and work from there, because I don't want anybody to lose whatever you can't afford to lose. So your loss should be $50, your gain should be $50, and that is that, and then give yourself a couple months. So if your expenses are $1,000 a month, you need to have $5,000, put that in your portfolio, give yourself 5 or 6 months worth of this trade. Follow us here. Hopefully it works out for you. That's what I'm talking about right there. Great question for sure. All right, next question is, thanks to Vin, am I still planning on trading options? So right here, put that in the chat. What's up? Did I do that math wrong? $50 times 5 is $100 a week. Sorry, $1,000. Oh, that's right, $1,000 a month. That's what I'm talking about, right? So I know that's, if your expenses are that low, that's amazing. Right now, here it is right now. Vin L, I hope that answered your question. Vin LS, still planning to trade options. Would be nice to learn more about an option. Yes, so again, we do still plan on doing that. I can only do it once we have it on our platform. We are sponsored by Day Trade the World. I prop trade through these guys for 22 years now. And we are looking to add, it's not me, man. This is our business development team looking to add 0-day options. So hopefully we'll be able to do that. I will be 100% trading those. I told you, you guys wanted futures. We've added that and looked at that as well. All right, so there it is. Thank you so much, Bears versus Bulls, man. That means a lot to me. You did wicked on those questions. We are hitting it, but we can't do anything without roll call. Before we do roll call, I know there's a lot of you here. Let's hit that likes, man. Hit the like button. 251 likes so far. Thank you so much. Over 1,700 watching. That might be a record for this time, so I want to thank you. I'm going to be here every single day, man. It's going to be a wicked week of earnings. I feel like it's going to be great, but make sure you do hit it right now. Come over to the screen. 264 likes. I'm calling out every... There it is. Get out of the way, that stupid Sean. I want to make, there it is. Get out of here, dude. 300 likes. Let's get that a little bit higher. I want to say thank you so much. Traders, stay late. And I want to thank everybody for staying late with me. Make sure you go over to Instagram. Check out this post, man. It's all about, was this helpful? It's the must follow trading checklist. So you can go find that. Go back for us. Number 8. Confirm market sentiment. We've been short for a long time. People actually calling me bearish right now. I'm bearish on the market. We talked a little bit about that. We just got to hold some of those levels, which I think we can. Couple bangs coming through there. What is step 7? Avoid over leveraging. That is for sure. Stay grounded. I just talked about that. Actually, this is all coming in that we just talked about what you need to be prepared with. But okay, quick little look on BTC. Still making a move. 31.6 right now as Bitcoin ripping names off right here. 31.6s taking names of the shorts. Thank you so much. Make sure you follow me at TraderTV Sean, both on Instagram and on X, aka formerly known as Twitter. I'm still going to be here no matter what. Thanks to Fabian for staying late with me as well. As true traders stay late, true production members stay late as well. Kat, are you still here? No, she gone. I was going to say bye to her. I think she's still here though, but she's still here. And Obi, I told you, true traders stay late. Obi's still here as well. Where's Obi? You can't see. Wave, Obi. There he goes. Yeah, you got him right there. Obi running the numbers. See everybody tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining. I'm Sean Katina. Ciao.